And the winner is... What is up? My name's Brad and this is Operation N64. Now, if you're new to the channel, in this series we're trying to build an N64 collection starting off with just £10 by using our charity shops, our car boots, our Facebook marketplace, looking for stuff for cheap that we can sell for a profit to build a game fund to buy N64 bangers. Now, as always, before we get into this week's video, let's do the updates to the game fund. And we made a few sales. Must be the run up to Christmas, people picking things up. Now, the first thing we sold was one of them Jellycats, Frizzles, the Ladybird. We sold that for $14.99 plus postage. We also sold that Xbox Live Arcade compilation, what a mouthful, the sealed copy of that for $7.99. We also sold that Toka 2 for the PS1 for $6.99. We also sold that In the Night Garden, I think it's a Pinky Ponk plushie, for £10. And then we sold that Suspiria VHS for $9.99. So after fees and everything, that's a grand total of this to add to the game fund for a grand total of this. Not too shabby at all. Now, the plan for this week is to take back them N64 games. I might try and visit a couple of different CXs and see if they have anything available. That might be a plan. We're also going to get out, obviously, and try and find more stuff to sell or trade. So that is the plan. It's getting very close to Christmas now, but let's get going. What is up, guys? Voiceover Brad here for the last time of 2023. This is the last episode this year. Hopefully we'll come back next year with a bang and finish this series off and complete Operation N64. It's been a hell of a process. Really enjoyed it. So happy you guys have come along for the journey, supported it, liked, subscribed, followed along for everything. And yeah, really appreciate that. But we start off as we always do with our favourite charity shop. Unfortunately, no games in there this time. But a couple plushies here that I found. A couple Batman plushies, brand new with their tags on. These are from Funko. This is that Batman, the latest film with what's his face from Twilight. Can't remember his name. Robert Pattinson, that's it. Yeah, a couple plushies here. We have Batman and Catwoman. And still in that charity shop, and I found a couple of books here. Always look for the manga books, always pick them up. I do quite well with them. They don't make a load of profit, but they do sell pretty well. So yeah, I found this one here, Hanakimi. I don't know nothing about it. I just see the cover art and I sort of know it's worth picking up. And then I also spied this very cool book here, which I think I'm going to keep for the collection. And it's this Xena Warrior Princess, like a guide to the Xenoverse. Yeah, very cool to see this. Yeah, glad to pick this up. And then I found these sonic screwdrivers, Doctor Who sonic screwdrivers, £1 a piece. I looked them up quickly and they sell pretty well. I believe they came in like a box set of like 5 or 6, like a set of 5 or 6. But yeah, I had to pick these up, still working. So yeah, great little find here. I popped into the charity shop just down the road. This is synonymous for being quite expensive. A couple of DS games here, $1.99. That's cheap for this place. But they weren't worth picking up, unfortunately. I try to avoid this charity shop if I'm honest. They do the price their games, even their DVDs, quite high. But we were in the area. The missus just wanted to go in, so we decided to have a look. And then the last charity shop of the day. There's a ton of games in here, £1 a piece, but they're all junky games. I did have a quick look through, checking all the boxes just to see if there's anything mistakenly in the wrong box. Nice hidden gem or something, but unfortunately there wasn't. But I still had a good look through, and the box sets as well. They're pretty cheap, pretty reasonable in here, but they don't seem to get many games in. For the size of the charity shop, they just don't get that many games in. That's the wife rooting through the teddy bears, looking for them jelly cats, and guess what? She found one. She found one. I then went over and asked. I always ask in this place if they have any more games, and they brought this box out here. Predominantly PC games, but there was one sealed PS3 game in there, Brink, which I will tell you what I do with later. I actually trade this off with a subscriber for something quite cool. So yeah, great to find that. I then managed to make it to a car boot. I haven't been to the car boot in ages, like really, really long time. My boy Matt was there, he's always there, and he had a whole bunch of Goosebump books here. I rooted through them, pulled out all the old ones, the originals, and then I tried to sort of guess which ones I had and which ones I didn't. And I picked up a nice little stack. So yeah, cheers Matt, always sorts me out of a deal. So yeah, like I said, last car boot of the year. Unfortunately, it wasn't very good. Little stack of games here, some Xbox 360 games, but nothing really worth picking up. Also saw this cool Green Ranger. I thought about picking it up, decided against it, but kind of cool to see. Love me some Power Rangers. And then there was a box of like cables, like Wii accessories and stuff. I'm trying to complete that Wii Mini. I picked up a few episodes ago, so looking for the sensor bar. And then I saw this cool Yoshi plush. Decided not to pick it up. Had a little bit overpriced for me. Cool to see though. And also this My Buddy Monster, or My Monster Buddy. I thought it was a monster in my pocket, or a pet monster I think it's called, but it wasn't. Well guys, so I've just popped into Cardiff to take them games back to CX and maybe have a look and see if there's anything in there that we can pick up for the collection. Let's go. So I left them games with CEX. They had to ring the stores I got them from and check them over or whatnot, or whatever they do. They said it would take about an hour, so I decided to have a little look around Cardiff. I checked out one of the charity shops and then remembered how expensive these charity shops are. So yeah, pricey the games in here. They had a whole bunch of comics and stuff as well. But yeah, I had a little look through them, but yeah, like I said, a bit pricey in here. A couple of VHS here. And then I decided to pop to the Galactic Attic. Haven't been here in ages. Really cool like retro toy shop. Yes, tons of collectibles and stuff in here. I absolutely love this shop. It's got a lot bigger, a lot more inventory than the last time I was there. Very, very cool to see. So yeah, take a look, guys. Right guys, so we're back in Barry. Check out something else in their CX. While I'm in the area, might as well. Proper windy, but let's go. And we are back in the games room, and this video is dropping Boxing Day. I hope you guys are tuned in. I really hope you've had a great Christmas, spending it with your loved ones, enjoying yourself, eating too much, drinking too much, all the good stuff that you should be doing this time of year. I really hope you've had a good time. Plus, I want to take a moment just to thank you all. We've had a great year. We cleared 1,000 subs. We started Operation N64. We moved house. We started building the new games room. And you lot have supported me all the way, watching, liking, commenting and all that good stuff. So I just want to say thank you very much. So we've had a pretty good week to end the year. We picked up a few bits to try and sell or trade. Plus we picked up some stuff for Operation N64, which is fantastic. And I've picked up a few bits and pieces just as gifts to myself. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. So yeah, there's a ton to get through. Plus stick around till the end of the video and we will draw a winner for Pokemon Stadium and the transfer pack. But let's get into everything. Now, we spent a total of £9 from the game funds, so we can deduct that now. We also took back them 2 games to CEX, got all our credit back, and then we bought a couple of bits and pieces. I'll try and do the math now, but we spent a grand total of this, so our CEX fund is looking like this. So let's get into the stuff we picked up to try and sell or trade. So I hit the car boots this week, the last car boot of the year, haven't been for ages. Wasn't as good as I'd hoped. Just picked up the one thing to try and sell or trade, and that is Wii Sports in the cardboard sleeve. I don't think this thing has ever been opened or played. So yeah, I paid 50p for it. I think they'll give you £3 trade in the cardboard sleeve, and they sell it for £6. The next thing, if you watched last week's video, I picked up a ton of Jellycats, and the theme has stayed the same. Picked up another Jellycat right here. Paid £1 for it. Again, I estimate like £10 to £15 for these. I sold the last one for 15 quid. So yeah, £10 to £15 for this bunny. It's actually quite nice. Feels quite nice. The next thing we picked up is this Puppy in My Pocket annual. Now, I wouldn't really look at this sort of thing, but it was like 30p. And I checked on eBay and the last one sold for like £10, I think. So yeah, I picked this bad boy up. Lovely colours on it. I don't remember it, but my missus does. I then picked up a couple of plushies. These are brand new. These are Batman plushies from the new film or the latest film. They're from Funko. These are made by Funko. So yeah, I paid £1.50 for these. Hopefully about a tenner. Maybe I'll give them to my brother because he loves Batman. But yeah, not bad for £1.50. We've also got, I think, Catwoman right here with the tag from Funko again. The next thing is a manga, and it is Hana Kimi, I think that's how you call it, or that's how you say it, sorry. Hana Kimi, For You in Full Blossom. No idea, but I always pick stuff up like this. I have done well in the past selling these on eBay, so I'm always going to pick this sort of stuff up, especially for like 30 pence. And the next thing I picked up is these Doctor Who sonic screwdrivers, I believe they're called. I have to do a bit more research into these, but I paid £1 a piece for them. They are fully working. If you guys know anything about Doctor Who, you can tell me which doctors these belong to. But I definitely thought these were worth picking up. I did have a little look on eBay, and they sell pretty well, to be fair. No idea, not really a fan of Doctor Who. This one doesn't make a noise. But yeah, sonic screwdrivers, £1 each. I had to pick them up. And that is everything we picked up to try and sell or trade. Let's go through the stuff I picked up for my collection, and then we'll get into the big boxes here, which I'm very excited about. A couple of books from the charity shop here. Action Force. Love the cover art on these. These are them Ladybird books. I'm always picking these little books up. Do love them. Very cool. Sticking with books, we've got the Xena Warrior Princess. I think it's like an encyclopedia of the TV series. The official guide, sorry. Official guide of Xena. The official guide to the Xenoverse, sorry. I used to love this show back in the day, this and Hercules. Had to pick it up. It was like 30p. Very, very cool. And then from the car boot from my boy Matt, I picked up a load of Goosebump books here. I think I paid a £5 for 12, so not too bad. I'm struggling with Goosebumps at the minute because I don't know what I've got. I should have probably taken a picture before I packed it all away, but I don't think I have any of these, so great to pick these up. And then super random from the car boot, I think I paid 10p a piece for these. These are Space Jam cassettes. Now, I don't want to open a can of worms and start collecting cassettes, but I see that Retro Rick had a couple of these on his shelf. It's like a Space Jam shelf in his room, and I just thought, man, that's cool. Oh, Kelly. But yeah, Space Jam cassettes. That's a banger. That's a banger of a tune as well. Busta Rhymes, Coolio, LL Cool J, Method Man, come on. That is sick. But yeah, I don't want to start a can of worms, but I couldn't leave them behind for 10p. Now, we'll save the N64 stuff till the end. So the first thing I picked up, I have to give credit to Callum over at Retro Ghetto. I watched his vlog a couple of weeks ago, and he picked this like collector's edition up for proper good deal, to be fair. And he put the link below. I checked it out, and it still had them available, and I couldn't say no, so I picked it up. And that collector's edition is this Street Fighter 6. I love the box, the like graffiti style box. This thing is really cool. It's pretty massive. Comes with a load of like art books and a couple of figures. Paid £66 for it. CX sell it for 120, the PS5 version. They give you £80 trade-in. If you want to see what's inside in like greater detail, go check out Callum's video over at Retro Ghetto. I'll stick a link in the description below. You guys have probably watched it already. I couldn't say no to this. It is very cool. Yeah, this is a bit of an impulse buy, but I do not regret it one bit. The next thing is a parcel from a subscriber. This is from Foster. I appreciate you, mate. I sent him a picture. I picked up a copy of Brink for the PS3, sealed. I sent him a picture because he's told me to like look out for him if there's anything interesting. Sent it to him, and he said, I have something that you might be interested in. And he sent me a picture of this, and we worked out a little deal. I sent him the game, and I think like £20 for this. So we'll get into it now. It is the big box Lilac Wars. Now, it's in pretty good nick, to be fair. I'm very happy with it. Game and Rumble Pack are inside. Now, the only issue with this is the manual. It's kind of tatty. It's missing the front cover and the back cover. He did tell me, and I knew it was like this in advance. I have reached out to a couple of local game shops asking if they have any manual only, because I can't see one on eBay. But yeah, I know about this in advance, so yeah, I'm not bothered about that. Game and Rumble Pack are there, original insert. This wasn't on the list, probably should have been, but it wasn't. But it's great to pick it up if I do eventually go for a full set. So yeah, Lilac Wars need to get a protective case for it. Very happy with it. CX sell it for like 35 quid. He sent it to me for £20 all in. Plus I sent that game to him. But yeah, very cool to add this to the collection. Right, now is the time to get into the stuff for Operation N64. Now, as you guys know, I've had some pretty bad luck recently with the roulettes, so I decided to go in person. Obviously, I checked the app in advance to see what they had available. They didn't have a great deal, but I did do something which wasn't on the plan, and I'm really happy I did it now. Someone actually mentioned it in the comments quite some time ago, and it has been on the radar. I just wasn't sure that I was going to include it in the series, but I decided to pull the trigger and pick up a complete in-box N64 console. This thing is in pretty good nick, to be fair. I'm very happy with the condition on this. I have one not complaint, critique of these boxes. Why did they put this flap on the front? Why didn't they put them both on the back? That's just one critique of mine, but this thing's in really good condition. It's all inside. I think it's missing maybe a bit of paperwork, but I don't mind. The box on this thing is pretty damn beautiful. So yeah, great to add this to the collection. And I have deducted this from the fund. So the collection now is going to be a boxed console and 25 games. So yeah, I think that's a bit better. Chuffed to pick this up. Yeah, loving this. That is not all though. As I was in the area, I decided to pop down to Barry. It was only like 20 minutes away, and they had one of the games from the list, and that is Zelda Majora's Mask. And this thing is in really good condition. I'm very happy with it. It is complete. Let's open it up. So we have the cartridge right here. Lovely gold cartridge. Love this gold cartridge. Very, very cool. And the manual, it does have a little bit of tattiness along the top and bottom, but it is complete. There's no tears, no pages missing. This thing is chunky. Fair play to it. Yeah, great to add this to the collection. Great to knock off both Zelda games now. We are left with now only 9 games on the list. Something we're going to try and smash through in the new year. Very happy to add these two to the collection. So let's cross this off the list and add this to the shelf. Ugh. There it is. Jesus. There it is. Gone. That's what we're looking at. That is what's left. Let's hope we can smash through it in the new year. But let's stick this bad boy on the shelf. So there it is, up on the shelf. Only 9 games left on the original list. Plus we've got that console, which is an added bonus. Now it's time to draw a winner for Pokemon Stadium and the transfer pack. A fair few of you entered the giveaway. I wrote everyone's names out, cut them up into little pieces, and I've stuck them in this bowl. Didn't know which other way to do it, and I'm very old school. So let's just pick one at random here. Right, here it is. And the winner is Somerset Retro Gamer. There we are, mate. You've won the giveaway. You've won Pokemon Stadium and the transfer pack. We'll get hold of each other. Reach out to me on Instagram. I'll try and get hold of you as well. And we'll get this thing sent out to you. So well done, mate. We're going to do some more giveaways in the future. So don't worry, guys. There's still a chance to win something. So yeah, guys, as always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, smash that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. And have a cracking new year. And I'll see you in 2024. Don't forget, be rad, stay rad. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.